All right, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. So what do we got? We got Vanacek, huh? All right. So what was the deal? Did I see A metal, Icy, Bucks, Giles for Vanacek straight up? Okay. Last year, over 3-year deal, 3.4. All right. I'm good with that. I'm totally good with that. Totally good with that. No retention. Yeah, but we don't need it, Steven. I'm fine with the no retention because they probably would have wanted more assets. They probably would have wanted more assets. So what's his numbers? What's his numbers so far right now? Let's see. Of course, hey JC, he's better than Drieger. Yikes. Hopefully he's just having a bad year on the Sharks, right? 388 with an 882. So that's about Drieger's numbers in the AHL. Yeah, don't look at the numbers. Yeah, I know. I'm not. I'm not. I'm looking at his past. As he had, I know with Washington, he was pretty good. These last couple of years, not been great. Last year with New Jersey, he wasn't great. And this, god dang, 388. Holy crap. Well, we needed a guy. We needed a guy. I guess they felt like Giles was worth it, right? The 1 year he had full time. The 1 year he had full time with the Devils was 2.45 and a 9.11, which is pretty good. Then the previous season with the Devils wasn't as good, 3.18 and 8.90. So we'll see. We'll see. Let me blow up this chat. I'm having a lot of trouble with my eyes. Let's see. Here we go. Panthers won the trade deadline. Well, if it's just Giles, we're all right. Or says, sorry, Bears. Oh, right. Took me a second, right? Tell us how I love Boquist. Hey, Zito already told you. Zito already told you how much he loves Boquist. That's the same contract he gave Lundell and Luosterainen when they was just wee little lads. The 2 years at 1.5. Yeah, not Vladar. Well, I mean, it's hard to hold it against him what he's done on the Sharks, right? But then again, you could say the same thing about Drieger at the AHL. We have two backup goalies with NHL experience. That's what we got. NHL says, I think a win. I think for a win now season, adding Vanacek is pretty good pickup, given he's solid and hasn't played on a contending team since New Jersey, so he can turn it on. Bolvar, the Sharks, we want Lundell. Panthers, I'm hanging up now. Wait, okay, fine, we'll take Giles. Yeah. But do I love Boquist? What am I missing, Vincent? Why? Why, Vincent? Is it because you have some kind of insider information that that Bennett is going to be traded or something? I'm all right, True. Still kind of nauseous, but I'm hanging in there. We got Vitek Vanacek from the Sharks for Giles. So that works, especially once they signed Boquist. Probably that made Giles kind of expendable there too, right? Damon says it's our prediction for us getting Tanev and Gord. I heard somebody say Tampa might want Gord, so we'll see. Crazy to think the last 5 Stanley Cup champs have all exploited the LTIR. We didn't do it last year, though. We didn't do it last year. Bucks Rays, yeah, I know. And Toronto would face the Rangers, I believe. JC, they say that every year, though. They say they're going to – I don't know that they're ever going to fix it. Well, we're not – I wouldn't – well, I mean, we may be done. No, I mean, we still got to get somebody for the bottom, right? We still got to get – I got a stink bug in my hat or something? I must have a stink bug on the mic. I smell a stink bug. All right. Hopefully not yet, Bucks. I'm hoping the Panthers can win the division. Yeah, we didn't do it, JC. We're the only team that hasn't. Lil J says, glad we got a backup. Realistically, I'll miss Giles, but he won't be ready for a while. Yeah. I mean, he might have been able to fit in next year, but once you sign Boquist, that was an easy asset to give up. You know, you had to have a second. Whether or not Vanacek is going to be the second goalie or the third goalie, I would assume second at that price, right? And then you're going to send Drieger back down. Oh, Jesus Christ, JC. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm not scared. So I talked about this a little bit on the members podcast today, Bucks. It's not that I'm scared of Tampa. Not scared is not the word. I would rather exit the first round as healthy as possible. And I would have to be a moron to think that we're going to exit the first round versus Tampa just as healthy as we would against the Jackets. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at, is in terms, I'm looking long-term to win a cup, right? I'm looking long-term to win a cup. And if we can get out of the first round relatively healthy, that's going to make a big difference in the long run. And, you know, that Tampa series is going to get – that's going to get nasty. Let Toronto play Tampa. Bovar says, I'm down for a cup rematch. How about us? Not with that asshole Aiden Hill still on the roster. Trade Aiden Hill, and then we'll talk, Bovar. I don't want nothing to do with that guy. I'm not talking to him. Nope. Trade Aiden Hill, and then we'll talk. All right? Metal. Vincent, you think the Jackets could catch the Devils? That's true. Yeah, Kenneth, no. I have a feeling, Kenneth, that the Panthers and the Maple Leafs will be gunning for that division in those 3 games. Happy 305 day. Chopper, that's possible. You know, what do we have left to give up? I mean, we still need a bottom 6 guy, right? We still need a bottom 6 guy. So basically now it was Knight, Giles, and a first for Jones and Vanacek. Okay. Right? Okay. Yeah, Chopper, I saw that. Yes, I made a post about that yesterday. Craig says Caps are the only team to worry about. They ain't going to make it that far. I'm telling you. I'm just going to speak that into existence. They ain't going to make it that far. Frank says everyone is butthurt about Knight. There's a lot of good goalies that can give us the production that Spencer gave us for way less money. Hey, Andrew. Man, where is that damn? I wonder if I sat on a stink bug. Did I sit on him? Is he on my jersey? I know he's here somewhere. Did I put my phone on him? Did I put my water on him? He's here somewhere, damn it. It got real windy and nasty outside, too. Yeah, Ovi's on a mission. Yeah, but if he gets that record during the regular season, I think the energy level is just going to jump off of a cliff. Rangers caps right now. Ah ha ha, Vincent. I know a stink bug when I see it. They come in this time of year. They come in this time of year. No, I would not, NHL. Would I be nervous about a potential rematch with the Rangers? No. No, I would not. I wouldn't be nervous about that. Not that they can't win some games, but I'd feel pretty confident that we'd be able to win that series, especially if Kachuk comes back. iDog says, I think the Capitals can make a deep run. The Jets, I still doubt, need to prove it. I think so, Kenneth. It would be about time, huh? Damien says, if we were going to trade for Gord, who do I think we're giving up? Man, I don't know. I mean, he just came off of LTIR and had the sports hernia surgery. Like, is that dude really ready to play? Like, I kind of feel like taking him off of LTIR is just for purposes of a trade, and then he's really not ready yet. It's on my hat. It's not, though. It's not. I looked. It's not. I can't see it in the hat. It's not. I don't know. Hey, some goner. Fly that tourist car. Ha ha, made me look. All right, Icy. That's cool. Jeez. All right, y'all, a bunch of smart asses. Frank says Lawson Krause will be the target. If the cam is out of focus, I would say that it's probably on your end. It looks fine to me. Maybe it's got something to do with Twitch. Maybe because we're fine over here. I don't know why we'd still be linked to Rantanen. So, Fly Guy, you're not happy that we got rid of Giles? Lax says Vincent Vanacek sucks. Well, says it's Tarasenko who's coming back, right? I don't know. I mean, I suppose if you added Tarasenko and you put Boquist on the fourth line, that straightens up the fourth line. Looks like it's focusing on a Panthers territory picture. I don't know, man. I'm not seeing it on my end. Is anybody else having a problem with the camera being out of focus? I could move it a little bit. See if that helps things a little bit. Hey, Jake. You want Gord or Tanev? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Now I got to put my glasses on. It don't even look out of focus to me with my glasses off. If it is, it's not on. I don't know what I could do about it. Let me see. I got to play the. Yeah, no. I wonder if the. Yeah, pretty much. I think that you know what? It's just the lighting in here. I see what you're saying. It's not so much that it's out of focus. It's that um it's that the lighting is that the because it's so dark. Let me turn on the rest of these lights. All right. Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll help. It's just you guys that are on Twitch that are saying I'm out of focus, though. So maybe it's something on Twitch. Is there anybody watching on YouTube that's saying that I'm out of focus? That's thinking I'm out of focus. So did that help? Did the light help? Tampa gets 3 cups. Tampa's no joke, man. All right, thanks, Icy. I don't know if it was something having to do. I mean, normally I have a lot of bright sunshine coming in from this window here. I don't know, some goner. Vincent says no. I have the usual. Let me see if the settings are pretty much the same. Everything is the same. I kind of feel like it looks like the same on my end that I normally have. It might, yeah. I think it might just be on Twitch, some goner, because the people on YouTube saying it's pretty much normal. But something Corey says it helped a little bit. That's it. I mean, that's what we normally got. I kind of feel like it's the same. The same. I got to get a. I'm gonna get some chords. I'm gonna get there's a certain chord that I can get. All right, thank you, Jake. Just need a little static. It's just a normal webcam. I don't know why it's so it might just be my internet though, too, because it got, like I said, it got really, really windy and everything. No, I appreciate that some. It's probably just going on Twitch maybe a little bit. Yeah, I appreciate you letting me know. You check, see, but I'm not seeing it on my end. Well, maybe what I'll do is if I can bring up my other camera, I'll start streaming with the better camera. Might be time to start trying to do that. Let me look at it on my because sometimes it does depend on YouTube. Boy, it's a lot clearer when it's a lot more clear with my glasses on. I can tell you that. Let me put it on my app here real quick, and I'll come back to the chat. Let's see.
Okay, sure. We're gonna go blink out. We're gonna send it.
No, I mean on my phone it looks clear as day. Not with my glasses off. It's fuzzy a little bit, but I'm fine. All right. Yeah, I see what you guys are saying. I think it's just because of the lighting. I think it's just because I normally have a ton of light coming in from that window. So music says it does look a bit distorted on Twitch, but Twitch will limit the bandwidth the user has when their servers get overloaded. They start with smaller channels and lock them into their source output. Thank you, 58. I appreciate that. You hear that, Donna? I know you're watching, Donna. Vincent says people want to see my handsomeness. That's a good word, Vincent. I didn't know you were old enough to use big words like that. All right, so let's get back to the hockey. What do I think about Vanacek for Giles? We needed a guy, and I'm happy that we only gave up Giles. I mean, we had to have – I see that, JC. We had to have another goalie. Like, remember, last year, Bob Stolars and Knight was the third guy. Knight was the third guy, right? So we already knew Spencer Knight was a capable NHL goaltender. The player assistance program set aside. We knew if we had to call him up and play, he could play well, and he's won playoff games. So that you felt kind of comfortable about, right? See, I knew Donna was listening. Yeah, you've been trying to tell me that. We got to get a better camera, Donna. If we're going to do the OnlyFans, we got to get a better camera. I'm going to have to get a setup to where I can stream from a better camera if we're going to do the OnlyFans. Because these guys are particular, man. They want to see my nipples in 4K. You know, Vincent especially. I know. I get texts from him all the time. It's like, when are you going to get naked in the sauna, Jaws? I just don't tell anybody because I don't want people to know that Vincent's got my number. So there's that. Jake. Yeah, Jake, we gave him up for Vanashek, right? Yeah. Don't look at his stats, Jake. Just don't look at he's a Sharks goalie. He's been Jake, he's the Sharks goalie. Don't look at his stats. If you want to enjoy the rest of your day, don't look at his stats for this year. That's just don't. Just say in Zito we trust. And Luongo. That's it. Right? IC says, I want to be able to zoom in. We're definitely going to need it. Metals just surround. So our cap space is at 5.3. So we could basically do whatever we want, right? Exactly. Adonis has got the right idea. Hey, we've got a backup, and we have Lou coaching him. Good point, 58. Mackenzie Blackwood played well after he left the Sharks for the Avs. Jason says, why didn't we go for it to court? It's only $5 million cap and a decent goalie, but oh well, Bob has to be great. That's the one I wanted, Adonis, but the Rangers are in the playoff spot now, Adonis. The Red Wings and Senators have putzed around to the point where the Rangers we wake up today with the Rangers are the 8th seed. Donna, yeah, they want to see and hear everything. Yeah, we're going to have to get some better equipment, Donna. All right? So we're just going to have to spend a couple of bucks. We have to get some better equipment, some decent lighting, and we got to get Kyle some sound. We got to get him some of those Bose soundproof headphones so he can't hear anything. And then we'll be good to go. Donna says they should sell quick. They need draft capital. Yeah, but if Colin says give Vanacek a chance, I agree. I mean, we gonna have to do it now, right? You're dang right. You heard what I said about the caps, Donna. I got a brand new cap shirt in my room, right? I'm gonna put it on a puppet and burn the puppet. Sharper says, I was excited to see Jones against Tampa, but now I'm kind of excited to see him against the Jackets. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be easier than Tampa firing on all cylinders. Didn't they beat the crap out of them like 6-2 last night or something? Wolver says, I'm going to wake up one morning during the offseason and Mika's going to be traded to some random team just like Sammy. No, we can't trade Mika. Can't trade. No. Oh, Mika. Oh, okay. You're talking about Zibanejad. Yeah. No, I don't know. Some girl dropped it off in my house. Some girl showed up with the shirt. I told her leave the shirt. I told her to take the shirt and leave the dog, but she left the shirt and took the dog. Now I got a bag of dog food in my kitchen and a Capitals shirt. They're kind of almost the same. Dog food, Capitals, kind of almost the same. Oh, I'm going to pay for that. So when does Vanacek play? What do you figure? Saturday? Then there's no need to rush him out there Thursday, right? That's a long flight from San Jose. You're going to be tired. Which, by the way, when do we move the clocks? Promises, Donna. When do we move the clocks? Hold on. Stupid phone, so slow. When does daylight savings time start? Ah, crap. This weekend. Damn it. So we lose an hour. Donna, you lose an hour. That sucks for Donna because she has to leave on Fridays because she got to get up 3:30 in the morning and go to work. She has to go to work at 3:30 in the morning because my dumb ass can't make enough money to support both of us. So send money. Damn it. If you all want the Jaws and Donna OnlyFans, she's got to live here. She can't leave her job until I'm making enough money. That's how this works, people. Okay, we'll have Donna on every stream, but she got to be here. Great White, if my girlfriend is a Caps fan, how do I get along? She's only a Caps fan when she's not around me. That's basically how it works. Yeah, we got Praga. We got Vanacek. Yeah. Bovar says, being in the only state that doesn't use daylight saving time. I bet. JC says, dang it, I work Eastern time, start at 8, but live Central time zone, you lose 2 hours. Oh, so you live in the Central time zone? Oh, no way. Yeah, exactly. Donna, that's why, hey, we should auction off. How about this? Is Kyle doing the editing for the OnlyFans? No, I'm going to outsource that. I'm going to see if Karen needs some extra work. I'm in a mood. Oh, my God. Vanacek was in Buffalo last night. Oh, shorter flight. Thank you, Kenneth. That makes sense. Just Giles. Praga, just Giles. Heck, that gets early access. Yeah, exactly, Troop. Exactly. Let shithead do it. Yeah. After all, the color of the bedroom is the color that she picked out. It better not be on my cup. They will crawl on the glasses sometimes. He's not there. I know he's in here somewhere. One of them flew on my head at like 3 a.m. the other day. It woke me the hell up. Anyway, somebody asked a question, and we got talking. Is anyone pronounced it Jews or Joel? No, not yet, Chopper. Not yet. Donna says, I want Yanni Gordon, Brandon Tanev from Seattle. That's the only trade we should make. One of those is possible. Can you imagine getting both? What would they want for both? Hey, thank you, Great White. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Great White. Appreciate that, bro. Says for the Jaws and Donna OnlyFans. She thinks I'm kidding. Either that or I think she's kidding. I don't know. We haven't decided yet. I don't know. I can't quite figure her out. She talks a lot of shit. Bunchray says, hope Tampa makes a blockbuster trade to compete. Well, I've heard that I thought they might go after Gord. Can they retain 75% for both? I don't think so. I would assume that's correct. Scientist Bobby Vanacek Drieger. I would assume that that's correct. Yeah, Gord for future consideration sounds great. I like that, Bolvar. It's a good idea. Gord for Gord, and then let's see. They gotta fight with Chicago over. They gotta play a game of Yahtzee with Chicago, and whoever wins the game of Yahtzee gets to keep the first that we already gave them. What Donna say? Oh yeah. She said, wait. Hold on a second. Yeah, we're on our way, baby. We got to get better equipment. iDog says the key is to start slow and just show your feet. I says once we get the OnlyFans started, can we give those memberships too? I mean, if that's what grandma's into, go for it, man. JC. Damon, so could I see Gadjo Gord in the fourth line? I think Gord would be kicking Gadjo off. That would be my guess. Is Gord would be kicking Gadjo off. I think you'd see Greer. If I have my way, you go get somebody else to sit next to Luosterainen and Lundell, and you have a fourth line in the playoffs of Bohlquist, Greer, and Gord. That would be good. I hope so, Praga. That's what we got, right? Just turn the channel into a compilation of feet pics. Barkov going, no. We need to win the division, Chopper. We got 3 games with the Leafs that we need to win. Yeah, I agree with you there, JC. Yeah, Gadjevich, when's the last time Gadjevich played 2 weeks straight anyway? He's always getting hurt. Now I have nice feet. I hadn't heard that one yet. I hadn't heard that one. No, it's going to be old people sweating in the sauna OnlyFans. That's what it's going to be. We'll be in the sauna, we'll be sweating, and then they can yeah, that's what it'll be. Feet and hockey skates. Praga says, how about Rodriguez and another first for Gord? No. We need Rodriguez to be the Tkachuk replacement. You can't leave out, you can't let go of Rodriguez. He brings way too much speed to that line in place of Tkachuk. Chucky's going to be coming back from that groin. We absolutely need Erod. Donna says, I don't make that sound very good. Well, I couldn't give the details of what happened after we get in the sauna. I mean, you got to leave them a little bit. They got to come watch the show to see what happens. You can't tell, probably can't say what's going to happen on YouTube anyway. Yeah, with 2 fans, right? Old people sweating. Yeah, old people sweating. Right? Can anyone think of anyone else to trade? I don't know. Oh, yeah, the ones that I have one of those, Darth. I'm going to call you Darth from now on, JC. You're now known as Darth Vader. No longer known as JC. Just change your name now. That's it. Josh Sue, Electric Boogaloo. We have Cap now. Yeah, just leave my Panthers hat on. Philly thinks they can get a first out of Scott Loughton. Come on now. Sort of for Gord. I don't know. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I believe so, Steven. I believe. In fact, that's a good question. Steven's got a good question. Was Vanacek the goalie that made the impressive New Jersey Devils playoff run? That is a really good question. Let's see. Postseason. That would be, oh my God, a no. Technically, well, yes, technically, but technically not. Now, he was the goalie during the Devils' run. However, his numbers were .464 goals against and an .825 save percentage. Now, I'm fairly certain I could do that. In those playoffs, he played 7 games. He started 4. He played in 7. He started 4. Yeah. He was 1-3 with a 4.64 and an 8.25. Now, he was with Washington in the playoffs a couple of previous seasons to that. In the 2 games with Washington, he was a 4.21 and an 8.63. And the year before that, he played 1 game with Washington and was a 4.56 with a 7.50. So that's what we got. Yeah, I got her out there working new cameras and surround sound. Exactly. Yeah, Kenneth, I know. I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you, Kenneth? Huh? How about Matthews for Vanacek? Matthews for Vanacek for Stolars. Yeah. Praga. Yeah, those aren't good playoff numbers. That's not good. That's not good at all. Jeez. Oh boy. So I that's iDog says cup tax, baby, right? Who else we trading? Is either not done yet, Kachuckin? We got to get a bottom 6 guy. We either need a guy for the 4th line, or we need somebody else next to Lundell and Luosterainen so we can move Boquist down. One of those 2 things has to happen, especially now that we moved on from Giles. Because now who comes up from the AHL if we need somebody? Dalpe? Sordif, I guess. Yeah, insurance forward. Exactly, Damian. Yeah. Okay. So NHL. So Vanacek, and a 5th for Stolars. That should go well, right? After trading the whole Buffalo, right? Chopper. Yeah, no, we definitely need an insurance forward. And boy, seeing those Vanacek numbers in the playoffs, that kind of sent me that's like meeting your new girlfriend and then finding her OnlyFans. That's what that was like. You don't have an OnlyFans, Donna, do you? Because that's what that was like. Yeah, that those playoff numbers are not good. Like 4 tries, not good. And the Devils were winning and playing well. So, okay, I guess that's what was available. I wonder if they send his ass down to the minors. And I don't know. I don't know how much more confidence. I mean, we got 3 goalies. Val, that's probably a possibility. I don't know how much of a possibility, but that's definitely a possibility. Awesome Jake says, is Patrick Giles good? Not ready yet. His ceiling is probably, definitely bottom 6. In all honesty, his ceiling was probably 4C. But he might not even have been ready next year. So signing Boquist kind of made him obsolete a little bit there too. Donna, you sure about that, Donna? Just tell me now, Donna. Just send me the link now. I'll even sign up. Just don't surprise me like that. Oh, they just released Tyler Lockett. Metal says in the last 4 or 5 years, so I think this is the weakest tandem we've had. Let's see. Let's let Vanacek play a couple of games, right? Let's let Vanacek play a couple of games, see how he adjusts to things. But we're going to need him. Like, we've got all these back-to-backs coming. Whoo, boy. I'm a little more queasy about that move than I was before I saw the play. Whose idea? That was Steven, right? Steven, that was a good question. Asking about his playoff games. I hadn't looked at that. That's got me queasy. How do we get Donato? Doesn't he have term? I bet. No, Kenneth, you back up. And well, Vanacek is going to play the game before. Vanacek is going to play the game against Montreal before we play Toronto. Let's look at our schedule now. So, if we go Bob against the Jackets, we know Bob's going to play tomorrow. You're probably going to see Vanacek on Saturday against the Sabres, right? That's kind of got to be obvious. And then we've got the Bruins, Leafs, Canadians, and then the Islanders on Sunday. So you're going to see Bob, and then you're probably going to see Vanacek against the Islanders. Okay. Then we've got Jackets, and then we've got the Capitals and Penguins back-to-back. So you'll see Bob against the Capitals, Vanacek against the Penguins. All right. Then we have 4 days off. Actually, we have 4 complete days off. Then we've got Utah, then Montreal on the 30th, Montreal on the 1st, and the Leafs on the 2nd. So again, you'll see Bob Vanacek against the Canadians, right, Paul? Right, Paul? Vanacek against the Canadians, and then Bob against the Leafs. And then we immediately have another back-to-back, and that's going to be the tough one. Because that's April 5th, April 6th. You got Ottawa and then Detroit. Probably Bob against Ottawa, and then Vanacek against Detroit. Then we play the Leafs on the 8th, the Red Wings on the 10th, the Sabres on the 12th. You might see Vanacek again against the Sabres. And then we end the season 14th, 15th against the Rangers and Lightning. So one of those games Vanacek is going to have to play. Jesus. That's got to be the Ranger game unless we don't need it by then. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 more back-to-backs, 5 more back-to-backs in the last 20 games. One, two, three, four, 5. So, yeah, Zachary, if they play it right, he doesn't play it the first 2 or 3 games. If they play it right, Vanacek can be in against some lesser teams. So I want to win the division now because the difference between playing Tampa versus one of those wild card teams is going to be huge. Yeah, almost half the games are back-to-back. Exactly, Braves. Yep. And in fact, we have one rule where it's 2 back-to-backs in a row. Where is that? Is it 2 back-to-backs in a row? Where was that? Yeah, we play April 1st and 2nd, and then we're off the 3rd and the 4th, and then we play April 5th and 6th. So quite literally, we have 2 back-to-backs in a row, just with the 2 days off in between. I don't remember ever seeing anything like that. I mean, I'm sure it's happened, but that's crazy. Yeah, it's taxing for the team, no doubt. Maurice even expressed how the NHL schedulers screwed us. It's a hell of a thing, which is another reason why, trading away your young, hot backup goaltender at this point in the season is a big roll of the dice. Big roll of the dice. 58. Oh, it definitely. Well, it's all combined, right? Yeah. Prague says Cats have 9 total back-to-backs this season, most in the league. Everybody had a few more because of the long break, but then with us, with the Finland trip, it made it worse. Back-to-back. Is that the name of the first episode of my OnlyFans? Oh my God. Yeah, exactly, Kachuk. And everyone has been marking our games on their calendar as statement games. Rotate all 3 tenders. That's not the end of it. That's not the worst idea in the world, Braves fan, because Drieger hasn't played in the NHL at all this year. I wouldn't mind seeing him get a game in. They probably won't. But just so that he plays a little bit in case. But if we get down to Drieger at this point, I mean, kiss it, right? Puck Empire, Chopper says Puck Empire thinks we might have Tanev and Miramonov coming. Scientist says, well, now with Samo on the power play 1, we can open up passing lanes from the left side like we did last game when Barkov scored from the slot. Yeah, that's true. Back-to-back episode. Hey, thank you, John. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, John. Backdoor Tap-In is a good title. Donna, you hear this shit? Thank you, John. It says, is the hamburger helper hand scary? That's a good question. Kind of is a little bit, isn't it? It's like not quite clown level, but like if you saw that hand just like coming towards you, right? You were just thinking to give Bobby some extra rest. I mean, either way, I guess it depends on how Vanacek does, right? Like, boy, this is going to be tight. But Chara, am I happy we traded for Vanacek? We needed a guy. And I suspect that we got the best guy we could for what we were willing to give up in Giles. The Rangers are in a playoff spot, so they're probably not going to part with Quick. Although they might. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to be a star, Vincent. Kenneth, I know it's the Sharks, but it's his playoff record with the Devils that has me concerned. I don't know, Wise. I haven't heard. They probably won't send him down until Vanacek is completely up and ready. I don't know. What do we play tomorrow, right? I mean, you figure he'd be up and ready. Maybe to carry the 3 for a game, right? Maybe carry the 3 because if something happens to Bob in the middle of the game tomorrow, you probably want Drieger to play. Or maybe just let Drieger play a game. Maybe let Drieger play a game. Who are we playing? Columbus? I don't know about throwing him out there against that. Oh, boy. Bob, just take rest and get lots of massages. Right? That's what we need from Bubba. Yeah, this is Sharks territory. Great White says, I'm glad we have another Shark on the team. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what we got. Right? I mean, that's it. iDog says the teams in our conference are being smart and not helping us, unlike the Titans and Bills with the Chiefs. Right? How stupid they gotta be. But who was the other guy that? Who did somebody say we're also? Oh, let me scroll back up here. Shopper says Miramonov. For Calgary, defenseman. Why would we? Jesus. Oh, hold on a second. Let me scroll down to the bottom. Okay. All right, Donna. Bye. Why would we go get another defenseman? Why would we go get another defenseman? Is he supposed to be like, I guess, depth? How many minutes a night is he playing? Is he even playing for Calgary? He's played 37 games, so he's just a depth guy, right? But they must really not like Balinskis. Scientist says if Toronto loses a regulation tonight, we're first in the division again. It's going to be back and forth. Who they play tonight? Oh, Barbaranov signed for big money in Europe. Yeah, time on ice. But why would where would he be going? Like he's another righty. He's played 37 games. He's never played a full season, so he must be somebody that they just keep bringing up. They play Vegas tonight. Go Vegas. Go Vegas. I mean, I guess that he'd be a guy for off the bench. What if we fleece the Flames by taking Huberdeau and selling him back to... Val says, we have Balinskis at depth. We'll get a guy like Toffoli or Tarasenko over the third line is what I guess. Yeah, it just depends on what we got to give up, right? Did Vegas put Stone on LTI already? Toffoli, Tarasenko, the thing there, rentals, right? Rentals. What are we going to get? What's left to give up? Bob tells you, oh my God. I don't know if we make the playoffs. I don't know if we make the playoffs without Bob. I don't know if we could blow the whole league, right? But Drieger and Vanacek pair, that's not. Yeah, get Reimer back. But Balinskis isn't necessarily a rookie, Praga. He's not young. He's not old, but I think he's like 28. What? Yeah. It's not coming. I think he's like 28. The point is I think he's kind of like he's developed to become whatever he's going to become, right? Can't afford Toffoli anymore, right? And that's Kenneth says Drieger Vanacek makes Maurice hockey won't work. That's the thing is, what do we have left to give up? Is he 26? 26 different than 28. You might be right. First full season, I've seen only minor mistakes. I don't necessarily disagree with you, which is why I kind of was wondering why we'd be at. I thought we felt good with him at 7D, but this other guy, Miromanov, is a big dude. He's a big dude. He might be somebody that they're looking at just to possibly bring up and develop. He's 6'4", 207, and he's a righty. I mean, if you get a guy like that for a third or a fourth, it's not going to kill us. We don't have much left to give prospect-wise. Hey, thank you, Eyes. Thank you, bud. Thank you, Eyes. Says, remember that emergency goalie the Leafs lost to? Let's get him since we might play the Leafs in the postseason. Yeah, let's get that Zamboni driver. I like that idea. So, Vincent, so he is 28? Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think of who else we had that we could give up. If he were even going to go get a Tarasenko to put him next to Lundell Luosterainen. Hey, Pente. Now, Bukestad would be a name to go get, right? Is he on the last year of his contract? Benty says, I'm not sure what to think about Zito's moves. There's some rolling of the dice there, Penty. And I guess when you've already won a cup and you're trying to win a second one in a row and get the 3 finals in a row, I guess you're going to have to take some chances. If Jones works out and if Vanacek can win the games that we need him to win, then we'll be all right. But the difference between Spencer Knight at backup and Vanacek at backup could be the division. Now, literally could be the difference in the division, which is going to be the difference between playing Tampa in the first round and anybody else that we would play. So these things have consequences, but Vanacek is going to have to come in and certainly play better than he's been playing with the Sharks. No, Steven, I don't want to give up either one of those. I don't want to give up either one of those for Gord, because Gord's not anybody we get at this point is a rental, and that's the thing. I don't want to give up Sordiff or another first round pick for a rental. Pente, that's pretty much it. He says if Jones succeed, Zito did a good job, but if he doesn't, then it's horrible work. Right. Braga says in the end, we might really regret losing Spencer. At least he's not in the Eastern Conference. At least he's not in the Eastern Conference, right? Because this could be a long time before Spencer Knight turns into Jonathan Marchessault and Riley Smith. You follow what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Tarasenko's got term. Oh, well then he's got term. Who gave him term? What? Really? Yeah, we got he did. The freaking Red Wings got, oh shit. Detroit gave Tarasenko 2 years, $9.5 million. What an idiot. God dang. I think that's more money than Sam Bennett. Yeah, no thanks. No, never mind. I just assumed he was a free agent, because why would anybody give him that kind of money? Jeez. I think we've got 4 or 5 million left. Pente, I think we've still got space left. Kachuk, you think Spencer Knight's going to get traded again? Oh my God, that poor kid. I hope not. Yeah, I can't imagine Brock Nelson or Brad Marchand. We just don't have the assets to go get one of those guys, right? I'm off the board. $5.3. Thank you, scientist. What we can get is what we can get, and what I mean by that is we could afford basically anything, because if somebody takes half the salary, even 25%. But it's what assets do we have left? We don't have any. We don't have much that I want to give up. Sordiff, no. St. Martin, no. Sasha, no. Sordiff, Martin, and Sachin for Brady Tkachuk, okay. 50% retained, we're good. I'd do that. That's what I would do. Sordiff, St. Martin, and Sachin for Brady Tkachuk, 50% retained. Who says no? Tkachuk says we could trade a forward, though, since we have $5 million cap space to carry a larger contract. I mean, yeah, right? Vincent, not Sachin. It's Brady Tkachuk, man. We don't have any more. Zito will find you another one, Vincent. Zito will find you another one. Kenneth says the 33 Panthers say no. Sen's definitely taking that BJA. Yeah, probably. Not at all. If you trade Roddy, you could spend $8 million. Jesus, don't throw shit like that out into the universe. We all know what happened the last time you proposed an outrageous trade. I mean, I'm just saying. 50% retained, guys, right? I mean, that at least gives us 2 more cups, right? At least gives us two more cups, right? Just don't. No, all right. I won't do it. No, I don't think we can move Erod. I mean, Erod for Kachuk straight up. All right, Erod, Sordiff, and St. Martin for Brady Kachuk. 50% retained. How about that? Hey, Rosado, how you doing, bud? Yep, Vanacek. Yep. What do I think about Alex Tuck? $4.75 million. Is it the last year? Or does he have term? That's the problem now. Let's see when this contract expires. No, he's got 1 more year. Tuck's got 1 more year. Yeah. So, well, let's put it this way. If you got him, you could kiss Sam Bennett goodbye. That there's no way, or Ekblad. We couldn't afford all 3 guys. I mean, maybe if you got 50% retained, if you could get it, but what are they gonna charge us? What would they, you know what I mean? What are they gonna want? 50% retains like 2.4 just about. We just took on Vanacek's cap's not gonna. Yeah, that's true. Don't like letting Bennett go with Ekblad, no problem. I mean, it'd be tough. Like if they had already known Ekblad was going to take like $4 million, we could probably afford to do that. You know what I mean? Like every guy we take, Ekblad's salary gets lower and lower. Well, who knows? Maybe he's going to pull a Tom Brady and be like, just pay me $1. Just pay me $1. You know? I know Brady didn't do exactly that, but Brady did some stuff. Yeah, I mean, if you can get him 50% retained, but that's going to be expensive too. Rosado says, I think the Panthers would rather have Ekblad than Bennett. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, Chicken says, Vanacek deal was great. In my opinion, we give up nothing, and he's relatively cheap rental and should be a solid backup. Just don't look at his playoff numbers, Chicken. And when you go look at him, don't say I didn't warn you not to look at him. What would I pay Ekblad if he signs for like 4 years? 5? 5. He's going to want more than 4 years, though. He's probably going to want 6. Probably going to 6 by 5. 6 years at $5 million. Or maybe cut it in half and be 5 by 5. 5 is maybe too much. I know. It depends on what Bennett takes. Like if you can afford Bennett and Ekblad and you don't have to lose anybody to do it. Yeah, exactly, Chicken. Kachunky says Ekblad's worth every dollar of his contract. That's the issue. The best they could do is like 6.5. Otherwise, he's going to have beliefs that will overpay him, right? Joshua says, I saw something saying Ekblad wanted 8 years and we didn't want to give him that. Well, I don't think we can give him 8, right? Isn't it that the team that owns him, the team that has his rights, can only do 7, but another team can do 8? or is it we could do 8 and another team can only do 7? So I think it's we can only do 7, right? Yeah, but he's only this year, Rosado. I wouldn't give him 8. Right. It's 8 for us. Okay. So we can give him 8 and the other teams. Okay. Thank you, Vincent. I couldn't remember which way it was. Right. He can sign with us for 8 with 7 elsewhere. Okay. Free agents for the new team. Gotcha. So if you could give him 8, boy, 8. I mean, if he wants to take $3 million, right, that's why Calgary signed Chucky and then traded. Yeah, that makes sense. We signed for Hagee for 8. Give Ekblad 8 years, $3 million. If he wants 8 years, you give him, yeah. Rosado says 3.5. I say 3. Bugs say Tampa get Tuck, think over the hump. I know what you're trying to say. Yeah. Yeah, if he gets moved, we're probably competing with Tampa for that guy, right? Because that would be the right move. You put him next to Lusterine and Lundell, and then you move Boquist down, then we're loaded up. We'd really be loaded up. And then it's not like you couldn't trade Tuck again in the offseason if you had to. You know what I mean? It's not like you couldn't trade him again. Yeah, so if Ekblad wants 8, give him 3 years. Give him $3 million. It's a bargain. And then do just like what you're doing with Kulikov. You just pay him, by the time, he's too old, year, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever it is, or 6, 7, 8, you buy him out and the ding on the cap is not a big deal. Tuck Think Over the Hump is a good name for the second episode. Chicken says Tampa's all over him. I don't think we'll outbid them. If we do, I'd be concerned what they'd give up. And that's true. Yeah, so Tampa's got 7.5. 22 out of 23 active roster spots filled. But is that with both Drieger and Vanacek up, scientist? Is that with 3 goalies? I think that's still with 3 goalies, right? Because do we even have an extra forward up at this point? Yeah, we don't even have an extra forward up right now, do we? Belinskas is the extra D-man. I don't think we even have an extra forward up, right? Because Gadjevich has been playing because Chucky's hurt. Right. Yeah, scientist. I got that. We got there at the same time. So then there's basically one more spot, right? Just give us a Achari. I mean, just throw him in for nothing. They should just send him back for free. Achari for a plane ticket, right? And he just sits there on the bench. But I think they kind of might want to upgrade over Nosek or upgrade over Boquist and then put Boquist at 4C. What do you think about Gord? I'm a little concerned about Gord, man. Literally just coming off of the sports hernia surgery. Like, he hasn't been playing. He's just off of LTIR. Like, I don't know. Achari's an upgrade. But is he an upgrade defensively? I mean, he's better on faceoffs. All right, Rosado, you've been looking at it. I get it. Kachukin says Yanni Gord is Claude Giroux all over again. Can Tampa end up with Gord and Tuck? Do they have the money to do that? They probably have the money and the assets to do that, right? Frosty says, I hate the move for Vanacek. Who did you want, bud? Who did you want? I was kind of hoping for Quick or Vladar. Vladar could have, but Vladar is probably going to make money next year, right? Tuck probably has too much value, yeah. You want it quick, Strafasi? Yeah, but the thing is, the Rangers are literally in a playoff spot this morning, right? And what did the Rangers want? And did we want to, being that they're in our conference? Great White says, yeah, I bet Nick is happy. Sure, to get something? Sure. What player do I have my eyes on? If you can't afford Tuck, considering the guys that we have, I wouldn't mind getting Achari from Pittsburgh for that depth spot if you can't fill the right wing next to Lundell and Luosterainen. I just don't know what we have left. Whoa, we just had a power flash. Do I still have internet? Okay. Yeah, we just had a power flash. If I disappear, you guys know why, because we're having really, really bad storms here. So Tanev. Well, what are we gonna have to give up for Tanev though? That's the thing. Yeah, 5th round pick for Noel. Yeah, it's like we got plenty of those. We already looked up. Hold on a second. Come on, phone. We already looked this up a couple of times. So he's on his last year. Yeah, we looked at this. Certainly we have the money to do it. Now, can he play right? Hey, thank you, One Wild and Crazy Guy. Thank you, bud. Thank you. I mean, I'd really rather have, obviously, Tuck than Tanev. We have we wouldn't have to have them hold any salary, right? But can he play on the right side? Because that's, if we're looking for somebody, would he fit in next to Lundell and Luosterainen on the right? Because he's a lefty. He's got 9 goals this season. So, I mean, maybe. But can he play on the right side? Can he play on the right side? Tanev can play both sides. All right, Pente. Then, yeah, if he's cheap enough, he ain't Tuck, but he's a good energy winger. All right. I wouldn't complain about that. Pick. It's got to be a pick. A 3. Oh, I got something in my eye. A 3? A 4? Like he's 33 and he's purely just a rental, right? We don't have to have them hold any salary, so maybe a 3, a 4. A 3 if we really want them, a 4 if we get a good deal, right? I think a 2 would be a bit much. I don't think we need them that bad. The Hawks are desperately trying to move Mrazek. They should have thrown him in the deal. Yeah, Penta, you said a 3rd rounder. That sounds about right. They're trying to move Mrazek. 3rd, 4th, somewhere in there, yeah. If they want a 4th and a 5th, you know what I mean? If we want to keep the 3rd, we're running out of picks. Like we're running out of picks. Like we're going to be sitting here at next year's trade deadline. See, Rosado says we have like 4, 5, 5th rounders. That's what we're going to be sitting here at next year's trade deadline. And the question's not going to be, do we have any 1s left? It's going to be, do we have any 2s and 3s left? I mean, the cupboard is going to be bared at some point. Yeah, he doesn't have any cards. Let me look this up. There's a site. Would I have done a 3rd for Vladar? Oh. If we could have re-signed him, maybe. If we could have gotten a contract for him. Florida Panthers draft picks. Let's see. Not the draft history. Let's see. I don't want the history. Let me put future in there. Florida Panthers future draft picks. I see that, Rosado. I know there's a site that we look at. Okay, yeah, here we go. 2025. Yeah, see, that's what the 26th was. That's what the protection was. I think it was Jake that told me this. We don't have a 26th pick. Right now, that's still supposed to go to Calgary in the Kachuk trade. Boy, this site is terrible. There's got to be a better site than this. Let's. Here we go. So in 25, we have 2 4s, 2 5s, a 6, and a 7. In 26, that's where I'm looking. In 26, we have a 2, 2 4s, a 5, 6, and a 7. And in 27, we have a full complement of 1 pick each. So in the next 2 years combined, in the first 3 rounds, we have 1 second-round pick. How far in advance down the road are we supposed to sell the house? We've sold the house. We've sold the farm. We're basically now dealing with trying to sell like the tractors and the farming equipment, because the house and the farm, we've already sold off the house and the farm. If you've ever gone to a real estate auction where they sell out the whole thing, they sell the house, they sell the land, sometimes the house and the land, because sometimes the land is separate because it's got a different rental deal. And then they start going through the big barns and they sell off all the farming equipment. That's where we are. Now, when they're done selling off the farming equipment, then they're going to go in the house and start selling all the little tchotchkes. They're going to sell this glass and they're going to sell this mic. Now, we haven't gotten to that. We haven't gotten to that point yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. There's nothing left. There's nothing left to give away. SeaWorld says we traded the house like 3 years. Yeah, we traded the house. Owen Tippett and those firsts, that was the house. We traded the farm for Kachuk. Fine. We traded the farm for Kachuk. Now we're selling the farm equipment. Chicken says we may have traded the barn, but we have the crops. Our core is there for a long time. Finding people to play around it isn't hard. That's true. I'm not complaining, Vincent. I'm not complaining at all. I'm just stating facts. I'm just stating the facts. That's where we are. That's it. No complaints for me. It's just there's nothing left. Like Giles was, of the guys that was possibly even thinking about being ready to maybe being coming up, Giles was our lowest prospect. So at least that's what we parted with. But none of the other guys I don't want to send any of the other guys. You want to start giving off 27s? What are we supposed to give next year? Yeah, just don't trade Sordev, right? And Giles was mediocre. Yeah. But for San Jose, that's a good deal. Vanacek was nothing to them. And they get a guy that at least can probably come in on their 4th line at some point and be a decent player. Silva, we trade. Yeah, thank you, Chicken. One Wilder crazy guy. That's crossed my mind. To me, while the way I feel in hindsight is he went into the player assistance program. We're obviously obligated at that point to help him through everything. And he's a 1st-round pick that we spent. So he's an asset. He's still our responsibility to develop and to keep the assets value. We couldn't have traded him last summer because he hadn't gone back to the NHL and played. So that point is mute. So it could be all along the plan was to move on from him for the best possible asset that we could get out of him. And when you take into consideration where he was this time last year, he's still, I mean, he played well, but he is still just an unproven goalie prospect that we had emotional attachments to. But in terms of the other teams, he's a guy that's come in and done some things. He's looked pretty good. He's got a high pedigree, but it wouldn't surprise me if that was part of the consideration in terms of why they decided to let him go. JC says at this point, we only have future overtime crackheads up for trade considerations. Rosado, look at the face-offs. Hold on a second. Let me scroll up. Then I got to get ready to go here in a couple of minutes. No sick, 51.1. No Lachari, 53.1. All right. That's a good point, Rosado. And hey, look, maybe we'll still get him. Maybe we'll still get him. Yeah, we need a right-handed shot. Chicken says we have nothing to give, and there are no superstars on the market except maybe Rantanen, which would be a huge mistake as he's not going to return, and we never pay him 14. No doubt. Plus, we don't want to help Carolina. I'm telling you, let Vegas fleece Carolina for Rantanen. That's what's going to happen. It's what's going to happen. Vegas is going to come to them and be like, look, this is the best I can offer you. This is the best. This is what I got. Take it or leave it. Unless we bring up Sordev. Well, as long as we don't give up Sordev. Yeah, we need another right-hand shot on the fourth line. I thought they were going to leave Sordev up and let him get some playing time. But obviously, they might still be looking at. Yeah, Silver says we're probably not bringing up Sordev anytime soon. Right. Yeah, next year. Rosado, they're probably going to try to move him because he's not going to sign. There's no way he's going to – they can't pay him what he wants. He wants to be a free agent. So they can't just give up Nishis for a rental of Rantanen. So they're going to have to move him. Carolina did a dumb, stupid – yeah, exactly, Rosado. Yeah, they did a dumb, stupid thing. They actually did that with Gensel last year, watched it blow up in their face, and said, why don't we do it again? Because that works so well. Patrick says, let's just get Tanev for a fourth and call it a day. Try to re-sign Eck and Bennett before July 1st. I do that. Sure. I would absolutely do that. No doubt. I see that, Trey. Trey, the only way you trade Mackey for Moose is if Carolina has to sign him to a $10 million deal and then trade him to us for Mackey with half salary retained. And then we'll just sign Mackey to an offer sheet and get him back next year. JC says Rantanen's going to sign with the Avs in the offseason, all part of the plan. Oh, my God. They offered him 12-7, 5 times 8, and he said no or hasn't responded. God dang. That's crazy. Man, he doesn't want to play there. That's why you do what at least Zito was like when Chucky signs the contract, then it's a sign and trade. It was just dumb what Carolina did. And you could see it when it happened. Couldn't believe it. So, all right, everybody, I got to roll. I got to get my pack and ship done before it's going to start pouring rain. I got to get out of the house. All right, everybody, thank you for all the super chats. Appreciate everybody hanging out. And members podcast to be up in about 20 minutes. we're all ready to go. It's a short one, but it's just a little bit of fun. All right, everybody. Appreciate all the support. I shall see you mañana.